हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुश्रीयुतापदकमलान् श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्ता काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृद्धा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna everyone. Very good morning on Sunday. I'm sorry for the delay. My system went for a toss because of a restart. Even now, I don't know how responding it is, but let's give it a try. Please let me know if you can hear me well as uh, yeah, quick feedback can help me.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Thank you. So, as part of the systematic study of Vedic scriptures in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, we are discussing a very important um, element of our activities, which is about faith. Faith, in fact, is an activity. We may think faith is nothing to do, right? So, if I have some my opinions, uh, what is it? This opinion is what is driving us to act in one way or the other, isn't it? So, faith is a very important aspect through which we are actually living, we are actually working, we are actually thinking. So, in all, I think, I don't know if Ram Raghav Prabhu is there. I think last year was it where we had a series of uh, classes coming one by one about faith, uh, from a very basic fundamental level. And yeah, Bhagavad Gita, definitely Lord Krishna is explaining what is faith. There are three kinds of faith. You remember last week what verse was it? 17.3 or 4? Where did we stop? Who can let me know? I think it was 4.
4.
What we have to look into, right?
Yes, yes.
So 4 to 7, we are going to read further about this faith, and then we can discuss for a while and then take any questions. So let me check. Oh, Jai Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Ajay Prabhu, maybe would you
Hare
like
Krishna,
to
Prabhuji.
read the 17.4?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
I'm sharing the screen. Okay.
Jai
Yeah.
Shri Krishna. यजन्ते सवित्का देव नश्यन्ने राज्यस्य प्रेतभूतगणा शन्ये यजन्ते तामसा जने यजन्ते सात्विका देवान् यक्षरक्ष्मी राजसा प्रेतं भूता गणेशं गणे यजन्ते तमसा जना. Translation: Man in the mode of goodness worship the demigods, those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship the ghost and spirit. Purport: In this verse of Supreme Personality of Godhead describe different kind of worshippers according to their external activities. According to scriptural injunction, only the Supreme Personality of Godhead is worshipable, but those who are not very conversant with or faithful to the scriptural injunction worship different objects according to their specific situation in the modes of the material nature. Those who are situated in the goddess generally worship the demigods. The demigod include Brahma, Shiva, and others such as Indra, Kandra, and the sun god. There are various demigods. Those in the goodness worship a particular demigod for a particular purpose. Similarly, those who are in the mode of passion worship the demons. We recall during the War, a man in Calcutta. Hmm, I lost the line probably. Yeah, war in man in Calcutta worshipped Hitler because of the war. He was amazed and a large amount of wealth by dealing in a black market. Similarly, those in the modes of the passion and ignorance generally select a powerful man to be God. They think that anyone can be worshipped as God and that the same result will be obtained. Now it's clearly described here that those who are in the mode of passion worship create such gods, and those who are in the mode of ignorance and the darkness worship dead spirits. Sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead man. Sexual service is also considered to be the mode of darkness. Similarly, in remote villages in India, they are worshippers of ghosts. We have seen that in India, the lower class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost lived in a tree, they worship the tree and other sacrifices. These different kind of worships are not actually God worship. God worship is person who are transcendentally situated in pure goodness. In Srimad Bhagavata 4.3.2.3, it is said, Sattvam Vidhusham Vasudeva Sabditam. When a man is situated in pure goodness, he worshipped Vasudeva. The, the purport is that those who are completely purified of material modes of nature, who are transcendentally situated, can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The impersonalists are supposed to be situated in the mode of goodness, and they worship five kinds of demigods. They worship impersonal Vishnu, form in material world, which is known as philosophized Vishnu. Vishnu is an expansion of Supreme Personality of Godhead, but the impersonalities, because they do not ultimately believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead, imagine that Vishnu form is another aspect of impersonal Brahman. Similarly, they imagine that Lord Brahma is the impersonal form of material mode of passion. Thus, they sometimes describe five kinds of gods that are worshipable. But because they think that actual truth in impersonal Brahman, they dispose all the worshipable object in the ultimate end. In conclusion, the different qualities of material modes of nature can be purified through association with person who are in transcendental nature. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so I think I'm not sure whether we have covered this particular verse in detail, but definitely we were discussing what is this kind of faith. Yeah, this chapter helps us to understand that three kinds of people are there. One who is in the mode of goodness, in the mode of passion, in the mode of ignorance, and how is the faith in them, and because of that faith, what kind of activities will they do. The verse number 17.3 and 4 are telling about people who are, I mean, this is what Baladev Vidyabhushan uh, explains, that um, this two from 17.2 to 17.4 describes those who have given up Shastra out of laziness or because the required worship was troublesome, yet faithfully worship the demigods. Means these are people who are not completely atheistic. These people are, they don't reject God, they accept God, but they want to have a shortcut. And shortcut for what? For everything they do. Because what? Because they are lazy. And because they are lazy, they want a easy way, and a easy way for becoming rich, an easy way for becoming famous, an easy way to advance materially. So easy way to satisfy the Lord. So these are the ways, and then they go into more karma karmiya principles, or how to how to mitigate. Like if I do a sin, then how do I mitigate with yajna, or yeah, prayashchitta. Though the chit is not purified, prayashchitta is a way through which they take up. Okay, that's okay. After all, Ajay Prabhu, we are humans, right? Are we not humans? And human mean err, to make errors. So yeah, this means that it's nature. It's our nature to make errors, mistakes, and that's why we think that hey, there is no need of reformation because we are naturally positioned to commit mistakes, and mm, and that's okay, no problem, isn't it? So that is the nature of people who are lazy, who are not determined, who are not disciplined, and in Bhakti Sandarbha, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, yeah, he is saying very nice about the three classes of devotees. Yeah, the three classes of devotees. Yeah, Shastre Yuktau na Nipuna Sarvata Drada Nishchaya. Drada Nishchaya. Nishchaya means determined. Drada Nishchaya means firmly fixed. Prauda Shraddho Dikhari Yaha Sa Bhaktao Uttama Mata. He is saying, according to my opinion, this is what we see in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that one who is expert in the Shastras and in logic, who is always resolute, as has a high class of Shraddha, and he is called Uttama Adhikari Bhakta, or one who is having Uttama, high quality of bhakti in him. He is said to have Uttama Adhikari Bhakti. That is what he is said to have. And then what about other classes? Yeah, Shastra Dishva Anipunaha Shraddhavan Satu Madhyama, one who is not particularly expert in Shastra or logic. They have not read any books. They have, or they have little understanding of what is Shastric understanding, conclusion, injunction, all these things. But who are not expert in Shastra or logic, yet has firm faith. Yeah, I know. I mean, I have hundreds of questions. Come on, I have so many questions. Why is it like that? Why is this like this? Is it really like that? Is it? I have so many questions, but I don't have a doubt in the existence of the Lord. I don't have doubt that Lord is the one who is the supreme controller, supreme enjoyer, supreme proprietor. I know that Lord is Bhagavan, who has six opulences of name. I mean, which is famous. He is unlimited, famous, or unlimited powerful, unlimited renunciant, unlimited beautiful. Yeah, um, unlimited. What do you call? Intelligent. Yeah. So this means yes. I don't have any doubt. I don't have any doubt. I may have a question. What does it mean, unlimited? What is that? Unlimited is infinite. But what is that part of it is infinite. So, but at least I have full confidence that yes, this world is not because of a big bang. This world is because indeed the Lord has created. Yeah, with whatever little knowledge I have, I am accepting that knowledge. That is Madhyama Adhikari Bhakti. And then comes what is Komala Shraddha is mentioned. Yo bhavet Komala Shraddha sa kanishta nigadyate. This means that there is one who has attained a little Shraddha from others, but has not taken shelter of Shastra or logic. Yeah, this is also there is a faith, yeah, where you may see some, hey, I'm not educated, I'm not intellectual, I'm not that, but one who has attained a little Shraddha from others. But I see, yes, this Krishna consciousness works because I see that there are so many devotees who have transformed their life for good. They have given up meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication, gambling. These are so difficult to give up, but I see that they are great who have made their life successful. I'm also trying. I also want this. I also want this. But how to get it? Komala Shraddha means I know that because they have achieved, I can achieve. Though I don't know what I didn't read Bhagavad Gita like they read. I didn't read Bhagavatam like they did. I didn't live a lifestyle based on. I didn't understand. I don't understand how it works. But I only know that I have seen a person who has uh, attained a 360-degree transformation completely. So, so in that way, a person has Komala Shraddha. Through association of devotees and faith in the Shastras, he too can gradually attain high class Shraddha. So this is the categorization, and this is the three states of Shraddha are also the three states of Sharanapati. Since Sharanapati is only a symptom of Shraddha in the heart. So So there are these six classifications of Sharanagati. You get this in the Nectar of Instruction. Anukulyasya Sankalpa, Pratikulyasya Varjanam, Rakshishyati, Vishwaso, Goptape, Varanam Tatha, Atma, Nikshepa, Karpanye, Sadvidha, Shadvidha, Sharanagata. So when we talk about complete surrender, there are these six things. How can we do is accepting that is favorable. Anukulyasya. Anukulyasya sankalpa. I want to take which is very good for me. Pratikulyasya varjanam. Varjanam means reject. Reject that is not favorable for me. Rakshasya titi vishwaso. Have faith that Krishna will certainly protect me. हाँ, and गोप्त्वे गोप्तृत्वे varnam tatha. What is saying that having knowledge that Krishna is my maintainer, and then surrendering one's very self, atma nikshepana. hmm, this is what. And the sixth one is hmm, Karpanya, to be humble. So these are the six qualities through which this is what is mentioned about Sharanagati by Srila Jiva Goswami. And this is very, very important to understand. But we are not talking about purely about this. But we understand there is so much uh, uh, degree of faith. Hmm. We have to understand where are we coming, where are we falling in this meter, yeah, in this whole grade or degree. Where is our faith? Uh, at least when we know more about this, then we don't just say, hey, I'm an atheist or I'm a theist. Yeah, here even if one is theist, which we are talking about 17.2 to 17.4, where we are talking about all this, we understand that if I have so much interest in finding a shortcut for enjoying the material life and going to God, it doesn't mean that we are pakka high class devotees. Rather, it is we see here as a low class devotee. They don't even fall into Kanishta Adhikari. This is what, yeah, I was thinking of bringing it up. We may think, hey, I am a devotee, I am a devotee. I just focusing, am I just surrendering to Krishna? Am I having the minimum standard of Sharanagati? No. Am I just, uh, am I really seeing what is favorable for me? What is that? Anukulyasya Sankalpa. Uh, am I resilient to do it? Hmm? Pratikulyasya Varjanam. So these things should help us to understand where we genuinely are. So, um, and then, yeah, this, and Krishna says elsewhere also in Bhagavad Gita that, yeah, one who worships me, they attain me. One who worships the Pitrin, they go to Pitralok. Devan go to Devalok. Yeah. Um, and here we again see the same reference. Yeah. Here it says that, what was the verse? Yeah. Here again, Yajante Satvika Devan Yaksha Rakshamsi Rajasha. प्रेतान् भूतान् गणांश्चान्ये यजन्ते तामस जनः. So people who are ignorant, what will they do? People in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Maybe for 21st century we should say people in the mode of ignorance, because we don't know, uh, because of lack of intelligence, mm, because of avidya, what are we doing is we are just taking to any paunch schemes. What is it called? Paunch plans of people who want to exploit. If a person is saying, yeah, you you do stamp collection, or you do coin collection, you do that collection, uh, rice pulling, uh, who are the people who are affected first? Huh? People who do not understand what is this. Is it genuine or not genuine? A person who is ignorant, what is he thinking? Okay, let me worship. Even if someone is just saying, okay, you do this, you do that, okay. We don't see whether it is right sense of right kind of worship or not. We just go and do it. Why? Because we are just interested to maintain ourselves. A person who is in ignorance, he is worshipping ghosts. Huh? On one side, we are saying, hey, you should worship the Lord, but there's total other people who worship ghosts and spirits. So that is in the mode of ignorance, and then the mode of passion worship the demons, and men in the mode of goodness worship the devatas. So we may say, okay, I think maybe I'm in the mode of goodness. At least I'm not worshipping the demons. Yeah, I'm not worshipping the ghosts or spirits. Rather, I'm worshipping demigods. That's fine. Here we can see to worship in the mode of goodness is not enough, because that is not making us free from the cycle of birth and death. That is not bringing us to that point of Sharanagati. Yeah. Um, mm, and our faith is to be strengthened. Okay, one may say, no, 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 let me worship Shiva, let me worship Durga, let me worship Kartikeya, let me worship Ganesh, let me worship Amba, like Kali. So many worships. I have full faith. Whatever you are saying, I'm able to I have strong resolution that I am going to worship. Uh, uh, but Krishna is saying, even that faith that you worship the demigods is given by me. If you want, if you have this, uh, but what is going to happen is that we end up in those places, in those dhams, and because yeah, we have asked, we have seeked blessings, but that doesn't ensure one to get out of the cycle of birth and death. Or even one may say, no, 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 I have also come across, yeah, no, no, this will give me liberation. What is the understanding of liberation? We can see from Advaita, we can see from Visishtha Advaita, Dvaita, Advaita. Huh? Through this, we should understand first of all what is the real meaning of what is liberation everything? Is moksha everything? Yeah, this is a question. Or is mm, what is the other? Mukti, yeah. Uh, yeah, we may hear across liberation, salvation, uh, uh, so many terms, but we should understand what does that mean. Is that everything? We can see that Sharanagati, Atma Nivedanam. Atma Nivedanam is the topmost, where one is not having anything else for himself, but he is completely giving himself in the service of the Lord. And the Lord is saying that such a sarva dharma parijnaja mamekam sharanam raja. Krishna is saying that give up all the dharmas, whatever Krishna is saying to Arjuna. Whatever I have told you, karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, and bhakti yoga, even if all these things are doesn't uh, so easy, the best thing is give up all things, whatever might be there. You think you won't attain. The best thing is just surrender to me. That Sharanagati is based on what? It is based on what? It is said that it is said that Shraddhana Bhakti Angam Kintu Karmani Arthi Samartha Vidvat Tavad Ananyakhyayam Bhakto Adhikare Visheshanam Eva. It says Shraddha is not a division of bhakti. No, it is not a division of bhakti. We may not say, okay, what is this kind of bhakti? No, Shraddha, but is merely an attitude for rejecting the tendency towards karma within a person who is qualified for bhakti. What does that mean? Tavat, tavat karmani kurvita na nirvidyata yavata mat katha shravanadav va shraddha yavan na jayate. Hearing Krishna Katha, Kirtan, etc. are devotional activities. Only when there is a Shraddha in those things will the qualification for Bhakti Tattva manifest. From that time on, the tendency for karma ceases. So that is a check, that is a test. Have we developed bhakti or are we still in the waves of karma? Hmm? Am I going to Krishna for uh, benefits of uh, good karma? Or am I going to him out of bhakti is mentioned here. Uh, Shraddha is not a division of bhakti, but is merely an attribute for rejecting the tendency towards karma. So that differentiates whether, so which means we should uh, gain this understanding of what is bhakti, and for that what is needed. For attaining bhakti we need shraddha. And what kind of shraddha? The shraddha through which we lose our interest in karma. And when we do that, then we come to this point of attaining so bhakti. So shraddha is a qualification to attain a qualified bhakti. So that's what we see. So, and when we go through this purport here, we see now it is clearly described here that those who are in the mode of passion worship and create such gods, and those who are in the mode of ignorance and darkness worship dead spirits. So sometimes people worship at the tomb of some dead man. Sexual service is also considered to be in the mode of darkness. Yeah. Similarly, in remote villages in India, there are worshippers of ghosts. So all these kinds of worships are there, and of course, being every channel want to have their likes and subscribes, so they go and start digging out, and they see that hey, in Hinduism, so many practices are done. Well, if we are to see few years or even villages how the things are practiced, yeah, when one is not educated, what he does is he has sentiments, he has superstitions, he has his own created ideology. And if someone says something, I don't know, there's so many movies which are trying to say that a foolish person uh, who is impacted by this his own Yeah, that he is writing letters to the Lord, and the Lord will reply, uh, one fine day. Until then, let me do something, and then he will have some more people who follow him, who has the same mentality, and in that way, people are just waiting and doing nothing and doing all this tantric worships. Uh, so this can be seen, and then this is not too much away from reality. There are some people who do that, and then there's also in Christianity we may see sometimes that there are people who are saying, okay, it's in fact the time of judgment. In fact, it is the Lord who is going to shower blessing or cursing. So, what a human can do is nothing, just come to the church, confess that you have made mistake, and the Lord is going to clear. So, the more regularly you come to the church, the more you confess, means the more you are uh, uh, forgiven. The more you are forgiven, the more likely you can be the best candidate when the day of judgment comes. When the day of judgment is coming, it is said that one is seen whether he has surrendered to Jesus or Christianity, I mean Christ, or if he doesn't has faith in God. So who doesn't have faith, they will be thrown for unlimited time in hell. And who have accepted, then they are given. So in that way, we don't see there is a sense of real loving devotion. Yeah. There we see that it's more about how one can uh, smartly attain unlimited happiness after leaving this world or when the day of judgment comes. Yeah, this is also similar in Quran. There is this similar ideology. So anyway, that's so we can see how different modes, different thought, different faiths are there, and and here we have seen that in India, the low class people sometimes go to the forest, and if they have knowledge that a ghost lives in a tree, they worship the tree. This is also there, and there is this. We are not talking about sattva. We are talking about sattva. I'm always engaged in offering obeisances to Lord Vasudeva in pure Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is always pure consciousness in which the Supreme Lord known as Vasudeva is revealed without any covering. In the purport, you can understand what is Vasudeva and so much elaborate understanding. But these, from the verse number 17:2 to 17:4, we are talking about those who are in the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. And but there is above these three, Vishuddha Sattva, or we even call Suddha Sattva. And this is the pure goodness, which means that where we don't have this influence, there where we don't have this bondage of goodness, passion, or ignorance. I think we go a little further, and thus they sometimes describe five kinds of. I think we covered this last week, but yeah, and that's why I'm not taking the purport, but I was bringing up these kinds of faiths and etc. So here we see there are five kinds of gods that are worshipped, Panchopasana, but because they think that actual truth is impersonal Brahman, they dispose of all worshipable objects at ultimate end. In conclusion, the different qualities of the material modes of nature can be purified through association with persons who are transcendental nature. This is the principle where we understand it is not uh, Vibhav, Ahmad mute ji. So different qualities of modes of material nature can be purified through association with pure devotee. This is what is the how can we come out of it? How can we come out of all this? What do you call this? Hodgepodge, or what do we call this? Rasabhasa. Huh? Rasabhas means we are thinking, yes, I'm practicing bhakti. I'm really doing bhakti. You know what I'm doing? This is bhakti. So Rasabhas. But in that we are mixing so many things and we call this bhakti, but it's not bhakti. Bhakti in the pure sense is to take complete shelter of Krishna and attain perfection. Hare Krishna. This verse. Any questions or anything anyone want to add? Ajay Prabhu. Others. Harsh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. In the second last paragraph, we see a sentence that the purport is that those who are completely purified of the material modes of nature and who are transcendently situated can worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, my doubt is that what comes first? I mean, I know that I am not the completely purified of material modes. So, can I uh, is worship Supreme Personality of Godhead, or should I worship Supreme Personality of Godhead and then I will become purified of the material modes? I mean, what leads to what should be first?
Your question is to attain the Lord, we should be purified. But when we are not purified, what to do? What should we do? Right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So that's why just like a magnet and an iron piece. The iron piece has no magnetic effect. But what happens by continuously being in contact with the magnet? It becomes magnetized.
Magnetized. Yeah.
Yeah. So here the point is, if I'm thinking that I will become a great devotee one day, but without endeavor, that will never happen, isn't it? So usually sometimes people are scared, isn't it? If someone is saying do japa, of course devotees know that there are 10 kinds of offenses against the holy name one should avoid. Okay, and the more, but if I'm talking about people who don't know these 10 offenses, and if we ask them, please do japa, they may take it, right? But
Yeah.
having knowledge, we may think, oh no, 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 japa, I think there is a big risk of committing offense. If I'm committing offense, what happens to my future? My bhakti future is destroyed, right? So the question is knowledge helping or is ignorance helping to chant? Huh? Is the knowledge helps or is the having no knowledge of the aparadas helps to chant?
I mean, personally speaking, when I read the offenses and started to understand what they mean,
Hmm.
I became more conscious about how am I chanting. But before that, I was chanting, just chanting. But
No problem. No?
eh,
When we didn't know
yeah,
about these challenges or the careful, yeah, we 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 take it, yeah. If we have little faith, this is what the difference is. If we have little faith, we take up to the chanting, and as gradually we will come to this platform of knowing the care that we have to take, we just follow it. But sometimes what may happen is a person who doesn't has faith, and when we ask him to chant, he would say, no, 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 I will not chant, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Which means when a piece of iron doesn't come in contact with magnet, what will happen? Yeah, it will stay as an iron piece for 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, for all the time. Hmm? If the iron is thinking, hey, no, 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 I am not qualified to get in contact with magnet, then iron will never become magnet. What is the qualification? Is to have faith. The qualification is that yes, by being in contact with magnet, I will transform one day into a magnet. Then it can become a magnet. Of course, this is from a science. You can also see from a caterpillar to butterfly. What is happening? It is said that the caterpillar has so much faith that it can have wings, and yeah, it goes through that transformation and it attains wings.
Yes, bro.
Hmm?
Yes, I mean,
So we need to. So coming back to this, having the knowledge and not having the knowledge doesn't matter at all. Yeah, this is only a mental platform where we reject or accept the activity. to do. As I said, that's why faith is also a activity triggerer, right? It itself is an activity. To attain faith is an activity, but after we attain, what we do, those activities are determined by faith. So a person who is saying, "Ah, yes, a pure devotee can worship the Lord." Yeah, I'm not a pure devotee. So what should I do? That should be the question. Because we cannot just stay a piece of iron, whether it is rusty. Huh? You may say, hey, a rusty piece, even if you do, yeah, you know, right? A rusty piece of iron cannot attain magnetic property.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh, I have rust. How can I remove rust? Hmm? How can I remove rust? That's why we come to this process. Oh, yes. Hmm? By seeing by getting in contact of the devotees, by devotee association, this rust is gone. The impurities in our heart are gone because we are seeing examples in our life who have no rust, no impurities. No, no, no. I have not come across such the most purest person in my life. That is because of our rust.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm. Yes.
Because there is rust also in me, right? So how can I say that someone doesn't is not a pure devotee? No, no, no. He doesn't has the symptoms. He didn't exhibit this. No, no. He even didn't tell that he is pure devotee. So he
Mm.
is not a pure devotee. So maybe I'm not expert, but he didn't say that he is a devotee, uh, and uh, neither others are saying he's pure devotee. Huh? So if he's not pure devotee, what will happen? So all these are because of our. So this is a. I mean, it's a very nice question from you. Huh? What is our position to accept bhakti in our life? Hmm? And Krishna says, irrespective of whatever is your position, take to Krishna consciousness, have faith, and you will be successful. Hmm. Because there is this in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that even swalpamapyasya dharmasya, yeah, even if you do little, that will take care of you. Even trayato mahato bhayat, when you are free from all kinds of fears, even if you do little service, whatever it is, because we are anyway doing activities, let's do with devotion, then that's it. One can attain best result. Rather, if we are thinking, no, let me first become pure, how is it possible? How to remove the rust? Rust removal is possible when we come in contact with the devotees of the Lord, when we come in contact with the Lord. So these are the ways through which we can. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasadat. Yasya prasada nagati kutopi. Dhyayan stuvam tasya yasas trisandhyam. Every day, three times, all the three sandhyas. May I offer? What is that? Trisandhyam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarabindam. I offer my respectful obeisances three times a day to that Guru who has given me access to the Lord. Uh, Yasya prasadat. Prasada means mercy. I cannot, if you say that no, 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 I qualify myself with whatever austerities, with whatever uh, everything. No, it's not going to happen. We need a guru because he is the via medium for us to get to this level, to this state of free from this impurities. Yeah. So, in short, to the question, should we start bhakti after we are purified? I think that is your question, right? And because we are not purified, so what should we do? Yeah,
Yes,
we go
precisely.
through this process. Yeah, we go through this process. Just in science, chemistry, we know how a purification is done step by step. We take to this with faith, then we will see what happens. Then, from the mode of goodness, in the association of devotees, we advance in the mode of pure goodness.
Yes, so I think no matter where our position is, we just have to start,
Yeah,
take association from the superiors, from devotees, and
yeah,
try to
yeah.
fix our.
Otherwise, there is no question of transformation. When there is no transformation, There is no question of advancement.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The
Okay.
transformation itself means upgrading. No, the 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 essence of transformation is what to change for good every day. I think I don't know. You have just recently joined the Pure Bliss Time. What was it called before? Others, what was it called?
Parivartan.
Parivartan.
Parivat, Parivat.
Yeah. It was because Desi name. They some whenever I used to come in contact with devotees in Germany, authorities also they were asking, "Oh, it's so nice you are doing so nice. What is this parivartan?" Then yeah, one fine day, yeah, we sat in under the sunny day, went on a whiteboard, started saying what is that which can mean the same thing, and then comes this the pure bliss times. So this parivartan is very important, and this parivartan, it's not like we are all at a very, very high spiritual platform, and from there we are going to worship. No, I think we are not there. So what should we do is we should come in contact with Guru, Shastra, and Sadhu. Yeah? This means we come in contact with Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Bhagavatas. When we come in contact with these in the association of devotees, Ado Shraddha Tada Sadhu Sakha. This Shraddha that you have, if it has to stay for a while, uh, that spark should not fall on water, right? Yeah, a fire spark, if it falls on water, what will
Mhm.
happen?
It
It will
extinguishes.
immediately, uh, that spirit is already gone. If it falls on a dry grass, what happens?
Everything is set
Yeah.
ablaze.
Yeah, that spark doesn't cease to exist. Is it right? Doesn't cease to exist. It 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 exists. Yeah, this is what I mean to say. So
Mhm.
it is there. Uh, so that favorable anukulyasya sankalpa. We have to give that favorable environment through which we can live our spirit of bhakti, live longer. And then the small spark you start seeing. Hey, the person who is doing one round, he is willingly want to do 16 rounds. I'm saying even willingly, not unwillingly. Willingly. So we see this is a transformation. Uh, One who thinks, yeah, why should I do japa? Oh, what is the value? Uh, if I work, I know for every hour I can make $1,000. Just I have to put in some nice um, stocks. For that I have a lot of analysis. I have AI, I have BI. Uh, What's the BIs? Business intelligence, AI, artificial intelligence. Then where is NI? There is no natural intelligence.
Yeah.
Huh? I don't know. Satish Prabhu is there. Yeah? But yeah, so I don't know if I answered your question.
Yes, I think it is very much answered. I mean,
Hmm.
I would say this kind of questions are very common when someone takes up the process and reads that there is a bold statement stating a
Hmm.
completely purified
Hmm.
person will
We should,
only.
yeah, if someone comes with that question, we should say that that is the end goal, yeah, where one can attain the best. But to attain the best, we have to come to that platform. So we have to also gradually attain
Mhm.
every small best we have to do so that we can get the ultimate best.
Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Mhm. Okay, other question before we go to the next two verses. The next two verses are talking about different class of people. So that's why if there are any questions still this kind of people. Najay Prabhu, clear?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, one question though.
Mhm.
Even you take bhakti, even you take with name, even you follow Somewhere in deep down, you know you are not as pure as you should be
Yeah.
after reading,
Mm-hmm.
but you still persist. And but when do you expect to stop all the tests from Krishna which take place in the form of Maya
Okay.
in your life? Till when is the stage reached, probably?
Should we really ask that question? Why? Because if test helps me to advance to remember Krishna more, test is nice, isn't it? To if the test is there which makes me more vigilant in my journey or in my endeavor to attain success, a test is in fact very important. I am such a lazy guy that if there is no test, na, huh? Yeah, I only read on the last night. Yeah. So now, but in fact, your question is very nice. Why you say that? When will it stop? Yeah. After all, is this the test going on from class one, two, three to my engineering, to my PhD, to my when is that end of tests? I think is our life not uh, even in our own material fields, we can see that there is always a test, isn't it? If you are working in a company, are you not put to test? Huh?
Every time,
The,
Prabhuji, yes.
the moment we take any activity, that itself has a test, isn't it? Can I do it or not? We may think, yeah, I have took a very simple test. Yeah, taking a very simple test and always having 100 marks, what is the value of it? No, we want to take a next level of test, isn't it? Yeah. It is not that I want to prove the world that I get 100%, but it is that I want to grow 100%, which means because that 100%, yeah, there's a lot to do. Yeah, what we know is a drop. What we are doing is a drop, compared to the ocean, which means there is never a moment where we can say, now I have attained. So now Lord should stop the test. There are so many rishis who are doing tapasya for many, many thousands of years. Why are they doing? If the rishis who are self-realized, we are not even self-realized, isn't it? Even those great personalities go through, yeah, should we call test or should we call, okay, sometimes the Lord is choosing them for a particular pastime and engaging them in that service. And sometimes they are put in a test and then they show their greatness as a devotee. So either ways, a devotee is not yeah, this is my understanding again. A devotee is not so much worried about a test that is coming. A devotee is more worried how best he can serve the Lord. In this process of serving the Lord, then he automatically passes any kind of test. Yeah, what do you say? Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So this is first thing, and it is said that these challenges that we come across in our devotion. I I want to have a very comfortable devotional life. Amazing, amazing expectation, isn't it? Hmm? In that itself, we are showing that I am not, I haven't accepted myself a complete, servant of the Lord. I'm saying, oh Lord, just like, please give me all comfort so that I can serve you better. Comfortable bhakti means that I am looking for my comfort, but bhakti itself means looking to see the best comfort of the Lord and His devotees. Yeah. I'm just bringing this up so that we see what kind of mindset can be, which is favorable mindset. Hmm?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And when we have that, then we see whether a test comes or not. All these things are only, mind game. Yeah, of course, if test comes or not, na, Krishna, I know you are there. I know in the just when Lord Brahma has started creation of this whole things, he was in a big test. Now, what big things are we creating? Huh? Compared to Lord Brahma, what are we creating? Nothing, isn't it? And even Lord Brahma had test. What was the test? How can he create from that stage? And then, but he was not disappointed when he lost that. Oh, I, ha- I am not able to. When he created four Kumaras, when he created Narad Muni, and so all. When he created, this is what we discussed recently in the third canto. When he created the Earth or the planets, and then Earth went to lower planets in the Garbhodaka ocean, what he felt, oh Lord, what is this? You have given such a difficult test or such a difficult task. How can you expect me to do service when it is so difficult for me? It is seemingly impossible for me to do all these things. Oh, are you really a merciful Lord? No. Brahma, when he was in that situation, he just thought, yes, whatever it might be, I have to do this service. Why? Because this pleases the Lord. Yes. And I'm very sure that the Lord is definitely going to shower His mercy if I stick to the process of bhakti. That's what he just turned to the Lord and asked, can you please tell me, help me, how I can restore the earth from this Garbhodaka ocean? So a devotee is always not scared of challenges or tests. A devotee is always not stopping to work out. A devotee works out, but at the same time, he is always he is in accepts that he want to be controlled by the Lord because that gives the best result. So what he does is he just turns to the Lord and, oh Lord, please, I would like to do this, which is a service that I want to do. So please help me so that I can do it. So if the Lord is the one who gives the test, yeah, even if from the point of view what you are seeing, yeah, I'm just going to the person who has, just like if I have given you a puzzle, yeah, I know the answer. So you will come and ask me, can you give me a clue how to do? Isn't it? Yeah. If it is too difficult, yeah, then I'll go and ask the person who has given, can you please give me one clue, two clues, and or yeah, oh, it's so difficult, yeah, but I want to try, just help me out. So a devotee's position is always in um, accepting accepting the Lord as his master and always engaging in the service of him. And I wanted to say one thing. Um, the whole point here is that when we are put through these things, then we are actually working. We are showing our what do you call this? Voting, showing our support. To whom are we supporting? Are we supporting the Lord mission, or are we supporting the non uh, uh, Lord's mission that are created by man? They are creating so many missions. Where are we supporting? Which side are we? Uh, in Hindi, we call Madat. No? In English, I don't know. What is it called? Anyone? What is Madat?
Help or assist?
Yeah. So in politics, it is support, right? Favor. Favor. Yeah. Ajay Prabhu, what do you think about this?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I believe that constant alignment is required. So when you have to go through, you have to be in touch with a lot of devotees to
Mm.
practice
Yeah.
and
Yeah. That
continuing
is,
japa.
yeah. Otherwise, our faith will be at risk. Yeah. We are risking our faith because when the tests are coming, our mind is so crazy that it may simply take it in other way and say, "Hey, Lord is cruel, Lord is sadistic, Lord is all these things," because we don't have mature understanding of the Lord. So we may take this test is a cruel test. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's why we need to be in the association of devotees. And when we are in the association of devotees, what happens is we discuss. When devotees come together, what are we doing is we are seeing how others are
No,
happy.
ఏర్పాటు తీసుకొచ్చావు అవి ఇచ్చి అవి నేను తీసుకెళ్ళిపోతాను అవసరం లేదు అది ఏమైనా అయిందంటే ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది
Other
నీకేంటి
Prabhu, Other Prabhu, maybe you're on mute, not on mute. So, okay, maybe someone else can mute him. Uh, Okay, what I was saying. Yeah, Ajay Prabhu. Yeah, fine. Then we move on. Yeah, that's a very nice point that we need a lot of support from um, devotees. Yeah, that's why it is said Adav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha. The Sadhu Sangha is what is helping us to keep ourselves in on track. Okay, we go
Thank you,
to
Prabhuji.
next. Yeah, we go to the next one. Who would like to read the next one? It is a 5 and 6, one in a short. Let me share. Harsh Prabhu. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. अशास्त्रविहितं घोरं ताप्यन्ते ये तपोजनः दम्भकरसंयुक्तः कामरागबलान्वितः कराशयन्तः शरीरस्थं वृथा अचेतसा मां चैवान्तः शरीरस्थं तान् विद्य सुरनिश्चयान्. Translation: those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in the scriptures, performing them out of pride and egoism, who are impelled by lust and attachment, who are foolish and who torture the material elements of the body as well as the super soul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. Purport: and there are persons who manufacture modes of austerity and penance which are not mentioned in the scriptural injunctions. For instance, fasting for some ulterior purpose, such as to promote a purely political end, is not mentioned in the scriptural directions. The scriptures recommend fasting for spiritual advancement, not for some political end or social purpose. Persons who take to such austerities are, according to Bhagavad Gita, certainly demoniac. Their acts are against the scriptural injunctions and are not beneficial for the people in general. Actually, they act out of pride, false ego, lust, and attachment for material enjoyment. By such activities, not only is the combination of material elements of which the body is constructed disturbed, but also the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself living within the body. Such unauthorized fasting or austerities for some political end are certainly very disturbing to others. They are not mentioned in the Vedic literature. A demoniac person may think a demoniac person may think that he can force his enemy or other parties to comply with his desire by this method, but sometimes one dies by such fasting. These acts are not approved by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he says that those who engage in them are demons. Such demonstrations are insults to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because they are enacted in disobedience to the Vedic scriptural injunctions. The word achetasa is significant in this connection. Persons of persons of normal mental condition must obey the scriptural injunctions. Those who are not in such a position neglect and disobey the scriptures and manufacture their own way of austerities and penance. One should always remember the ultimate end of the demoniac people, as described in the previous chapter. The Lord forces them to take birth in the wombs of demoniac persons. Consequently, they will live by demoniac principles life after life without knowing their relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If, however, such persons are fortunate enough to be guided by a spiritual master who can direct them to the path of Vedic wisdom, they can get out of this entanglement and ultimately achieve the supreme goal.
Yeah, Harsh Prabhu, thank you very much. Yeah, not a pleasant thing, but we can read through this to understand the nature of people um, who we may see, right, in our day-to-day life. Ashastra vihitam ghoram. As soon as you start saying, hey, please take Bhagavad Gita, maybe a common man may say, okay, what is it, this book? But a person who has half knowledge, what does he do? Harsh Prabhu? Half knowledge person, what does he do? Sagar Prabhu? If you say, okay, take to devotion, take to bhakti, what they say?
They might come up with excuses or
They say, hey, we know all these things.
yeah, yeah.
Huh? And then when you ask, can you please tell me what is the summary of Bhagavad Gita? Then they give their own philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. They can sing very nice Gita by themselves, which is not what is mentioned. When you ask, can you tell me, but where did you read this? What did you read? They will tell, they are ready to tell n number of things, excuses, or, all these things to avoid buying one Gita book in their life. Huh? One is ready to pay any amount if they go to a restaurant to enjoy. One is ready to pay any amount to fly to a different world. Everyone, but when it comes to taking one book, I'm just giving an example. If anyone here who have gone to book distribution, especially in to Indian people,
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Parth
Prabhuji.
Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhuji, but not much. I have
uh,
been here 2 times only. And India, yeah.
yeah, we have champions here. Yeah, the Sindhu Mataji, she was distributing books in city center Düsseldorf. Yeah, I don't know. I was literally struggling to distribute one book, two books. Everyone were coming to her and taking books. So amazing
The
power.
interesting thing was, Prabhuji, only foreigners took the book. No
Yeah,
Indians took
and
the book.
yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
Indians will see us as aliens.
Yes.
Huh? Who said that they did book distribution before?
I didn't. I used to do go with Prabhuji's in India when I was in India
You will
and
have nice
yeah.
fun, huh? So all excuses.
Yes, Prabhu. Like they might also say that keeping Bhagavad Gita at home raises quarrel and something in the house and all kind of.
Yeah, it's as if like we have a judge at home.
Yes.
So neither the wife will win, neither the husband will win. So all this credit goes to Bhagavad Gita.
Yes. I mean, whatever something challenging or struggles are happening, they might say that you
All yeah,
yes, all is for
because Lord doesn't tolerate injustice, na. So from the book, he's making sure all that neither the husband is happy, neither the wife is happy. So
yeah.
all the cause of all this is Bhagavad Gita. Better to stay away.
Hmm.
Then there is no problem. Na? Both can have a very nice, luxurious, most pleasing, pleasant life. So it is the culprit. Who is the culprit? Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah. And another most common excuse was that we already have one copy and which my father bought, so we have it at our place, kept in
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
temple. I mean altar, so we have it at our home, so we don't need another one or something
Yeah.
like that.
If that book has been there so long, why the life didn't change? Sometimes I ask, someone will tell, hey, Prabhuji, yes, yes, I have this Bhagavad Gita. I ask, do you have Bhagavad Gita as it is? That's written by Prabhupada. Ah, No, but I have Bhagavad Gita. Isn't Bhagavad Gita all same? If all Bhagavad Gitas were same, why did Prabhupada have to write? He would just have promoted, huh? You just take this book or any book, just see the title. Title should be Bhagavad Gita. Then no, yeah, we are. Yeah, it is science. Yeah, when it is about science, yeah, we need to really understand to the most minute detail. And who can present it? Who is coming in the disciplic succession? They can present as it is. Why? Because they are not kind of adding, injecting, removing, thinking, hey, this is not needed. No, they present as it is. Uh, then people may say, no, 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 Prabhuji, yeah, Bhagavad Gita, ISKCON people make a lot of money. Come on. Yeah, yeah, if you
Yes.
Gita
Yeah.
Press, I'm just making this session little more interesting. I'm not watching anyone. I'm just saying what we come across. Yeah, Bhagavad Gita. Come on, why should be so expensive when Gita Press is giving for free? I don't know, maybe even less, if not free. Uh, Hanuman Poddar ji, na? Uh, uh, yeah, there's why ISKCON is making a business of Bhagavad Gita book distribution, and you know what they do so many things. Immediately, all they start telling, "Hey, why is it has to be so expensive?" Yeah, why? When we are going to a restaurant, are we asking why this paneer, palak paneer kadai is so expensive? Hmm?
Sometimes people end up choosing the most expensive
Yeah,
dish.
thinking it gives more taste, isn't it?
Yes.
Ajay Prabhu, no, no, don't we see these experiences?
Yes,
Even
Prabhuji. So,
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
so the first Gita I had, I only used to
True.
do chanting. I have no idea. Never read Bhagavad Gita. I've only heard somewhere. And after all this test, the Gita itself came to my place, and I don't know how that happened. Some Prabhuji, some Bhakt, uh,
Mm.
yeah, came into my life, and Gita entered into my life in that way. So I'm not sure if people, different situation, different scenario might happen. Some people approach with them like, okay, read this, read that. But for my case, it was like it entered into my life
Hmm.
without any obstruction.
Yeah,
Like
you are the chosen. Yeah.
as if you have to read this book to get into the next level is
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
arrived at that moment.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is ashastra vidhi. So people who are not interested, they start concocting so many things and they want to remove this because it's such a big pain, right? Just imagine if someone want to enjoy life and but there is someone who is telling, hey, this is not good. I think it is harmful. You don't want such people to come to counsel you, isn't it? Huh? I mean, not you means I'm saying some people they have challenge. If someone is counseling a person what he is doing right or wrong, huh? Mm, just like Ravana, when Vibhishan was counseling, hey brother, I know you know many things, but to kill
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You said struck.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
even we cannot hear.
Yes. I think the connection is broken or something.
is it? Yeah, I don't know what moment it got disconnected. So I was giving example of Ravan. Um, did I start that or
Yes.
okay? So the
Yes.
example of Ravan, we can see that okay, everything is. um 1 second. So, yeah, we see that good counsel just fell from a deaf ear. Yeah, they can't appreciate. So, what is happening here? Then people will tell hundreds of reasons. They start investigating, like, CIA, what is it called? ISI, raw, so many. They start saying, hey, what is happening in ISKCON? Why? Uh, just for a matter of a book not to take, then they start digging out so many things, and they start trying to, if they don't find, they create some, and if they don't, if whatever they create, what they do now media is, yeah, in your hand, or you can be a media, isn't it? Rather to be a via media, we become a media. What is the difference between these two? Via media means there is no inceptions, there is no, I know, if someone is have studied, what is it called, cryptograph, no, not cryptograph. If someone has studied, what is that subject in computers? Computational, anyway, encryption, forgot that. I studied here. It is where you start how a message should be passed as it is in a very secret way, or at least, yeah. Then there are so many things, threats that can happen to this message sending, transmission. And in that, yeah, media is doing whatever it wants to, so that it will start saying, this is my opinion. Yeah. Yesterday, Rupa, what was that virus that you heard about? Some virus. The media wants to make that virus famous. No, the media wants to make the media famous. Some virus has come in you, as if like they start comparing it with COVID. As soon as they start saying, hey, you know what, the researchers are looking into it. It is only affecting only a SARS animal. Now it will also, we have to watch out whether it will be harmful to humans, because out of 100, only 30 will survive. Come on. Why are we doing all these things? Is it only for awareness? Hmm? Is it for awareness? Awareness is something that, okay, what are we going to know? If we start knowing the challenges of this world, what from where are we going to start? If at all the media is, the real intention of the media is to educate us about the dangers of this world, what should we do? Go through Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said what kind of people have to struggle, what kind of people are protected, isn't it? Hmm? Parminmal Madaji, what do you say? Do we really need to know go through all these different news that where we are living to understand the difficulties of the world? No, the world where we are living is dukkhalayam, ashashvatam. It is nature is there. Do we need to know what exactly with all kind of examples? The time
Mm.
what we invest matters, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. And it's interesting because I used to be like that, but then at some point you notice it's too much, it's overwhelming. The mental capacity is not able to do it. And then next, you understand that actually Krishna is right. It's
Hmm.
going to be always be here.
Yeah, if we follow what Krishna is saying, that's enough. We don't really need to know what happened in each part of the world. Mhm. And yeah, then we start saying, what happened? There was a hurricane, there was a volcano, there is a earthquake, there is that, there is this. Yes, it is said in Bhagavatam. The world will be like that. It is also said what we should do, what we should not do. Let's focus on that. No, 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 no. I mean, it all comes from, what? I want to understand the world better where I'm living. How many of us think like that? I want to know the world better where I'm living. After all, this is where I'm living, yeah. Am I living in spiritual world to know about spiritual world? No, I'm living in material world. I need to know everything. No? So many people look into current affairs, so many people read newspapers, so many people are discussing. Whenever we come together, I don't know who was that. I think Varsanli Mataji. What will you see if Andhrites come together?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I can answer this.
No, no, I want Varsanli Mataji because she's not Andhright, na? Huh?
Yeah,
What?
I mean, I believe to her once. I think
She's
she's
in
on
the.
a only Prabhuji.
Sorry. Then you can answer. Yeah, your better half.
Basically, I mean, in India or anywhere, when people come together, the first thing they talk majorly is about politics and current situation. I mean, so through this discussion, they enjoy. I mean, maybe through this political discussion or some discussion, some gossiping comes into picture, and then they start enjoying one's faults. Like, for example, they take a politician's name, he did like that, he did like this. So this way the conversation goes. And in Andhra, it's mostly entertainment, movies, and that yeah, everything is completely based. Without entertainment, a day doesn't.
Yeah, amazing,
Uh,
right? So no one
yeah,
is going to stop it.
yeah,
When the conversation start about some, yeah, entertainment, it gives so much happiness to us that we don't want to miss it. We add 10 more things. Even if I don't know, huh? Dinath Prabhu, I don't know anything about it. What I will do? By next meeting, I will know everything. By next meeting, I also want to open up myself. The people will think, hey, at least I am normal man. So by next meeting, I'll know what are the movies that are. I mean, I'm just giving. Please don't take anything personal by anyone. I'm just telling how our mind is uh, longing for this entertainment for lifetimes. Only if it is entertainment, then we want to give a ear. We want to go. We want to be part of it. As soon as just imagine if all of us come together and if we are talking about Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, people says, Prabhuji, I think you have a slot, no? Why do you want to talk now? I mean, of course, no one says that. I'm just saying. Anyway, Prabhu, if you start, you will not stop. It will take 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, no? Yeah, maybe that time we can hear. That too, there will be always a buzz coming. Prabhuji, I think, yeah. Don't we need a break? Huh? Huh? I think not everyone can here sit so long. Yeah, don't might be a nice idea to have a break. Huh? But is there a break when we are talking about movies? Is there a break when we talk about politics? Is there a break when we talk about the bitter realities of the world? No. We want only break. Huh? And who are they? Those we? Huh? Ashastra vihitam ghoram. Huh? Tapyante ye tapo jana. Damba ahankara samyukta kama raga balanvita. Who are they? Those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in the scriptures. They show, yes, I am having great determination. I am very disciplined, self disciplined. I am that, I am this. But when it comes to following scriptures, no. What is the purpose of having all that great qualities? Nothing. Those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in Shastras, which means they want to create something of their own and they want to be famous, they want to even write a patent right. They want to be in the pages of history. Why? For their own glories. Performing them out of pride and egoism. That is the reason. Who are impelled by lust and attachment, and who are foolish and who torture the material elements of the body. This is the next verse. Karshayanta sharirastham. They want to trouble the body for self enjoyment, just like taking drugs. Yeah, it taking drugs may give happiness, but what happens to the body? Bhuta grama achetasam. Chetasam means conscious. Achetasam is opposite. Mam cha aivanta sharirastam tan viddi asura nishchayan. Nishchaya means what? Asura nishchayan is the demons, their vidhi, their understanding is this, that uh, those who undergo severe austerities and penances not recommended in scriptures, performing them out of pride and ignorance or egoism, sorry, who are impelled by lust and attachment, who are foolish and who torture the material elements of the body, as well as super soul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. Oh, I don't know. Someone were asking, no, what is the definition of demon? This is the definition the Lord directly gives. One should always remember the ultimate end of the demonic people as described in the previous chapter in the divine and demonic natures, no? Last chapter. The Lord forces them to take birth in the womb of demonic people, and then they are put into the deeper and lower hells unendingly. If, however, such persons are fortunate enough to be guided by spiritual masters who can direct them to the path of Vedic wisdom, they can get out of this entanglement and ultimately achieve the supreme goal. So, here the 4 points that we see here is yeah. So, first thing is undergo severe austerities and penances, not recommended by scriptures. Means why? Because I don't believe in scriptures. Huh? But somehow our sixth sense is telling that I should perform, rigid things. I should have a rigid lifestyle. And where is this coming? Because we are naturally spirit souls. The spirit soul is telling, yes, one should really work out. But the mind is actually manipulating the spirit, the pure spirit that is coming from our real spirit. Yeah. Soul is also called spirit, right? So that real spirit is actually, by the time it is coming out, because of the surroundings, because of the influence where we are, what is happening is, close this door, close. Huh? Because of the influence where we are, that's why in the nectar of instruction, there is also a very nice verse. What is that six things one should avoid? Huh? Once devotional service is spoiled, I'm just reading the translation, or first we go. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha janasangascha laulyam cha shabdir shadbhir bhaktir vinashyati. If one wants to mess up his devotional life, six things are enough. Then he can go into his hell happily, he can stay forever. What are the six things? Atyahara prayasascha, overeating, or overeating can also means too much accumulating. Means taking something which is taking beyond what are our real needs. So that is what is atyahara. If you know Ashtanga Yoga, there is pratyahara. What is pratyahara is actually uh, hmm, controlling the senses from the interest of the sense objects. Means I want to enjoy, I want to enjoy, I want to enjoy. To come out of that is called pratyahara. And atyahara means I want to enjoy more and more and more. Whether I will enjoy or not, let me accumulate all this now. Because at my old age, I am all alone. No one is going to come and give me. So let me enjoy. Let me enjoy. Let me gather everything for that day. Hmm. Prayasascha is over endeavoring. This over greed makes us obvious, na? It is not that this world is unlimited. This world is if this world is unlimited, that's a different story. Yeah, isn't it? I don't know, Sadish Prabhu or who is there? Parth Prabhu. If the world is unlimited, there is no problem, no competition. Huh? Yeah, gold. Just imagine if everyone can have any amount of gold, what will happen? There is no problem. Everyone has gold. Is it any more a prestige metal? No. Everyone, even a beggar, has gold. No problem, right? So, what is the value of gold? Nothing. When everything is unlimited, there is no problem. When there is a limitation, when everything is you know, um, in its own quota, then what is happening? Then one has to endeavor a lot, right? I don't know what is the cost of gold anyway, but definitely it is increasing, right? Sindhu Mataji? Hmm? Isn't it? Huh? Sagar
Yes,
Prabhu?
Prabhuji. It's
The price of
increasing.
gold, is it not increasing? I mean, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it
I
increases. Why? Because the shortage is increasing. Yeah, why the shortage is increasing? With so many people who already want, they already bought, they have it. Whether in the banks or in whatever ways, the gold is already there. I mean, I'm just telling one. So, but everyone, if I want, gold, then what I have to do? I have to work more. That's prayasascha. Prayasa, we may think it's a positive word, but here it can also mean prayasa means over endeavoring. It is said that in the material, mm, a devotee should minimize his over endeavoring, especially for material things. No, no, no. I want to have a villa, I want to have that, I want to have this, so much. If you over endeavor, yeah, your already life is already booked for it. What does that mean? You may have a great dream and you want to make it true, then you have to work hard. The material world is not going to let you get it very easily. Uh, then what happens? Prajalpa, Niyamagraha. Prajalpa means idle talking. So one should be careful not to waste time in talking nonsense. If one is just talking, what were the examples we picked up, which are very few, is talking about politics, about economic situation of US, economic situation of Russia, economic situation of Ukraine, economic situation of Europe, yeah, or socio-economic uh, challenges of what is this group of countries? Is it bar? What is I forgot what is that? China, India,
BRICS.
BRICS,
Pakistan,
yeah.
BRICS. No, not BRICS, BRICS. Yeah. Hey, now what is it going to happen? Is it becoming a new European Union? So many things will be definitely there, right? So many things are there. Yeah. After all, yeah, we are living in this world. Shouldn't we know about that? To what extent? Yeah. How many pages do we want to read about one thing? In the end, it's changing in next minute because there is no correlation. Correlation, yeah. There is no harmony. One is a communistic, one is a socialistic, one is a democratic, one is a republic. Uh, when all these things come together, do you think it will be very nice? Uh, what do you call um, union? Huh? Yeah, United Nations. Yeah, Prabhupada said the best form of United Nations is when everyone becomes Krishna conscious, when everyone becomes God conscious, when everyone understands this and then they work together. Uh, Swastyastu khalo prasidatam. Let there be no envy from anyone. Let there everyone will be pacified. So that is the real way how one can be united. United Nations, not with European Union, United States. What is it? USA, United States of America, United. It was United States, Soviet, Russia. All this united. Where is the unity now? Is yeah, USA is itself struggling, right? USA is struggling, USSR so-called is struggling, and European Union is struggling. Every nation is struggling. Why? Because it's not that there are no resources. It's not that they don't have manpower. They have everything. Only thing is, it is because of over endeavoring that tomorrow I want to be the number one nation. Tomorrow I want to be the number one person, and for that I'm working very hard. Huh? And Prajalpa, why? Huh? Everyone should speak the glories of US, UK, and whatever, all nonsense. Yeah, Prajalpa. Prajalpa is very, very dangerous. Ideal talking, something that we are talking which is not about the law. I mean, I will share the link later. You can read because I'm not speaking straight away from the purport of what Prabhupada has given for this, but I'm just correlating to what we are, where we are now. Prajalpa, ideal talking is very dangerous. Why? Can someone say very quickly why ideal talking is not helpful? Hmm?
It may drag us to the mundane things which are not essential
Yeah,
for
yeah,
spiritual progress.
yeah. Have anyone chewed a bubble gum or a chewing gum?
Mhm.
Yeah. If you didn't do that, at least have you seen a buffalo that is just, yeah, doing like this all the time? Yeah, some time pass. So if mouth is just moving and moving and moving, what is that we are getting if we chew chewing gum or whatever? Are we getting a nice exercise to the whole body? Are we becoming energized? What are we getting? One may say, no, no, mind is, all this is nonsense. We are not getting anything. We are not getting any nutrition. We are not getting anything out of it. But what we are doing, ideally, just moving the mouth. So ideal talking is something that we just are so much absorbed in it, but very, very dangerously we are getting caught up. Just like someone who is addicted to chewing gums, yeah, he said, no, 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 my mind is very focused if I chew. I need to be chewing something all the time. The same thing. A person who is addicted to news, all this prajalpa and all these things, he is so much accustomed that as soon as he gets time, he start doing bhajan. What bhajan? Self bhajan. Telling, you know what, I did that. You know what, I did this. 10 years back, I am that. You know what? Yeah, that was the most toughest time, and then I appeared there and I made it everything possible. All this is what? Ideal talking. Nothing. There is no ideology to practice detachment. It's all about attachment. So Prajalpa, Prajalpa is the next thing. So first one, Atyahara Prayasasya Prajalpa Niyamagraha. This is another thing we were. Uh, it has two meanings. Niyama means we know, Niyama means regulations. Niyam Agraha means not to follow. So, Niyam Agraha has two meanings. One is that when you are supposed to do something but you don't want to do it because you are using rules, because the rule says I shouldn't do, let's me not do it. uh, and the purpose of the rule is totally different. uh. It is that practicing scriptural rules and regulations only for the sake of following them and not for the sake of spiritual advancement. This is one form of niyamagraha. The second form is rejecting the rules and regulations of scriptures and working independently or whimsically. This also comes under niyamagraha. Then comes Jana Sangha. Jana Sangha means Jana, usually we can see this as materialistic people. Jana means people who are in the world, material world. Jana Sangha means associating with people who are attached, worldly mind people. Which means a person has made a million, so I want to become a millionaire, so I'll just be part of that. What is this high corporate society where all people are earning a lot? Yeah, in fact, they're competing in getting their business running. But yeah, they all come together. They'll start understanding. I was attending uh, a meeting where he said how tough is the competition in automobile industry. There is so tough competition that the Mercedes Benz guys in their main office, they will have the photos, big size photos of their competitors, uh, who they are competing, so that they know who are they competing. So it is very personal competition. Yeah, you're almost like a rivalry to make sure that, hey, I am going to defeat you, that I can make myself more strong. This is not something fake. This is in fact said by um, this yeah, very high position in BMW company. This is, he said, how tough is the competition? How do they do it? How do they? Anyway, so and then the laulyam. Laulyam means associating with worldly minded persons who are not interested in Krishna consciousness. And then the last is no, so being greedy. This laulyam also means ardent, longing, or greedy. So these are six things one should be careful not to be. Otherwise, what will happen? One may create his own. Yeah, coming back to the purport 16, 17, 5 and 6. It is that people will create, hey, let me become austerious. I will not eat every day. Why? Because I want to do intermittent fasting so that I can get good health. No, the purpose, we should not call it as fasting, we should call it as dieting. Rather, if you call it as fasting, fasting has a spiritual different meaning. Fasting means one who is uh, controlling himself from all other disturbances so that he can remember the Lord longer. He can serve the Lord longer. Doesn't want to waste. So that is fasting. Or what is it called? In the Purport, Prabhupada touches one point. One should not use fasting, all these things for social or political reasons. That is an insult unto the Lord, because the purpose is not that. They I think it comes, yeah, manufacturing modes of austerity and penances that are not mentioned in the scriptures. uh, Such fasting is not good for any spiritual advancement. Why? Because it is only for political end. It is just like a child is saying, I will not do this because I don't like, uh, uh, or to get, what is it called? Emotional blackmail. Anyone knows? Emotional blackmail is saying that, yeah, I will not do this.
I'll
For
not eat if you don't give me this.
Yes, thank you. I was trying to find a good example. I will not, I will not eat if you don't buy me a phone. Huh? So that fasting is, what is it going to get him? Maybe a phone or maybe a slab, but not Lord, right? So such fastings for ulterior purposes, like promoting political and social purpose, such fasting is not good for spiritual advancement. And then importance here, the word is used is achestatam, means misled mentality. Chetasa means chetasa is not just focused. Chetasa is really focusing on the main right goal. Achetasa means misled thinking mentality. Normal mentality is that one must obey the scriptures, but achetasa means one who wants to reject the scriptures. He wants to write his own book. Yeah. Uh, in We don't have to search in Google. If anyone have heard about this Nityananda, um, who 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 said E equal to MC square? No, what is he said? No. What did he say? And is it only me? I know him. Mm, he said E is not equal to MC square. Anyway, we don't have to glorify making famous, but hello, am I there?
Yes, Prabhuji, you're here.
Yeah.
Audible.
So yeah, yeah. So many people want to become famous. That's why they just tell so many things, and that way they can become gurus. And because then whatever they say, there are people who want to follow, or some will create his own. Anyway, I don't want to go there. But achetasa means a mentality which is misled, because they themselves misled themselves, but also people who follow, they are misled. And then because of that, what is happening is they get repeated demonic birth. And he is going to misuse his rare opportunity. What was the rare opportunity? To get a human form of life. That is what is in this, one sec, in the last line. Here we see that Tan Vidhi Asura Nishchayan. Then he is a hardcore demon. Why? Because he has missed the opportunity to become godly, and they missed the opportunity to be devotional. Yeah, I'll stop here. Just a few minutes for any questions or any thoughts that anyone want to share. Makaran Prabhu, all clear?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm. Pratik
In
Prabhu.
this,
Is it Pratik Prabhu or?
no, I'm Parth.
Parth Prabhu. Yeah, go on.
I have about this verse 5 and 6, where they're saying that who undergo severe austerities, penances, which is not written anywhere in the scripture, and they also do somehow torture to their material
Body.
body and the spiritual body.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in recent time, I mean, I'm not sure we have seen that there are many like what do you call Naga sadhus in Kumbh Mela. They are doing so much of like it's kind of a torture. They're doing it for decades to their body, and also, so are they also in the demonic characters?
No, no, no. They are not for two good reasons. One is that what are they doing it for? As a part of service, huh? They have devotional service. As part of bhakti, they are following it. There is, in fact, huh? There are this Ashtanga yoga which is not rejected, no?
Okay.
Ashtanga yoga, and there is this siddhis one can get, and yeah, and well, if yeah, they have left, or they have disconnected with the world, yeah,
Okay.
and they have disconnected the world not for creating their own world, but they are following this what we were previously seeing, right? They are um, not coming under this category of non-followers. They follow, and what they are doing is they are going through this process of Kriya Yoga, through which they are seeking the Lord within themselves and being satisfied or happy with that. And of course, it's not possible for everyone to do that. Hmm? Hmm? It is not possible for everyone. And when you say about torturing, yeah, of course, we see sometimes some, I mean, I cannot comment as in a general way, but we may also see some person may come up as a imitations, what do you call this? Naga sadhus. Hmm?
Yeah, I was seeing some sadhus. I think
So,
there are few. They
so
take their hand.
who are imitating, they are not anyway Naga sadhus.
Okay.
Yeah. And who are really Naga sadhus, they are devotees.
Okay.
There is no problem. I mean, I don't have that much knowledge about this, but with little knowledge, what I have is uh, it is Adi Shankaracharya who has um encouraged uh, this Naga Sadhu practitioners so that they can actually protect the nation from the invasions. Maybe someone else, if they have come across that from an authentic source, yeah, you can comment. But this is what I heard. But irrespective of that, it's not that just because of that uh, they are existing, huh? But that is also an approved way. Like when you see Kapila Muni when he was explaining, or when in Bhagavatam we can see that is an authentic process through which one can also realize the Lord in Paramatma form. Hmm. And austerity is definitely, yeah, we also see a devotee should be austerious. It's not that
Obviously.
if one has a, that's what I think today only, we were discussing about a devotee cannot think about a comfortable devotional life.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like comfort life cannot lead us to
Hmm.
devotional perfection.
Yeah. Of course, we can take to whatever austerity we can take, but definitely that austerity should be on the max limit to our capacities. The more and more we become devotional, this limit expands. We will realize the limits, that no, I can do more, I can do more. A very simple example is just if we do inhale, yeah, by taking a deep breath. Maybe first day we may take a deep breath for a count of 6, but you can continue this for 15 days. Then you start seeing by the 15th day you're able to hold, or inhale for a longer count, and hold on for a longer count, exhale for a longer count.
Mm.
Yeah, we may think I can only do this is only for 10 count of 4 or 5 or 10. Yeah, I have seen where, yeah, when I was mm, conducting yoga classes to a German family, they were always saying, "Oh, we are amazed that we are able to take a longer deep breath that and hold it for long." And yeah, they could even inhale for 16, count of 16, 20. So one cycle of breathing was taking like a minute and a half. Yeah, for us, what is a breathe? Yeah, we may hardly take within a half a minute. So, but we can also do. I mean, this is also the more and more we take to this pranayam, the more and more. I think. Have you heard this physiotherapist of Indian cricket? Who was it? Irani. Mohammad Irani. Yes, Mohammad Irani. Anyone heard? Yeah. People are more interested about the sportsters, but physiotherapists are very important. In fact, he is the one who has brought a big culture in India that a physiotherapist is very much needed in the field, any sport. Until then, the only sport that was having a physiotherapist was cricket. But because of him showing the value of it, then every sport, not only at a national level, at even a club level, has a physiotherapist. Yeah, anyway, not to sing the glories of that, but he said that mm, the reason why in COVID so many people died is because of not having good lung capacity. And this is because one is not practicing proper breathing exercises. So that's why it is said that it's very important one should have this practice of holding. I mean, he told something how much time one should, minimum how much one should hold, breathe. If he can do that, then there is no risk. So anyway, I don't know. Why did I say this? Why did I say this, Parth Prabhu?
Yeah, because I was asking question about uh, doing self-torture about
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So if one is doing this, there is no self-torture, right? If
yeah.
you are expanding your lung capacity so that you can live longer, that you can serve longer.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank
Huh?
you for
So Naga
clarification.
sadhus, yeah, if they're doing all these austerities that they can live longer, yeah, that's why they have a very, very nice lifespan. Yeah. For us, we are talking 60, 70 with a lot of pains, then they are living more than 100 with no pains. Why? Because they have sought that path and they are living that path. And of course, again, they are stretching their own limits. And yeah, but as long as they're on the track of devotion, yeah. Yeah, fine. And now I don't know whether they are falling into the class of mode of goodness or pure goodness. I don't know. As I said, I have very poor fund of knowledge about their them. But I know that they are practicing in authentic one of the ways, which is
Mm-hmm.
Ashtanga Yoga.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Maybe others
Yeah,
can come.
material nature doesn't have any such effect on them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hmm. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Then shall we close the day? Yeah. Didn't realize it was already 2 hours. Yeah, thank you so much for staying and yeah, yeah. Let's take these sessions little. Uh, I won't say with pinch of salt, but actually pinch of sugar. Yeah, what is pinch of sugar? I don't know. Maybe if someone said or not, maybe little pinch of sugar means with great appreciation. Let's take these sessions so that we understand Bhagavad Gita, can make our life successful. That's what in the last line of this purport it is said to attain the supreme goal. It can be possible when we are not just hearing and then moving, but collecting something that is coming on our way. Yeah. After all, we are spending an hour, 2 hours coming together. Let's do that and appreciate the whole central point is practicing proper chanting, sadhana, being with devotees, planning japa, what do you call, planning holy place, pilgrims, yeah, pilgrims, and Bhagavatam. Yeah, tomorrow, please join whoever mm, hasn't yet, or yeah, I think others are. I see few of you are joining. If others also can join, yeah, why not? Every day, evening 8:30 to 9 is where we are going through one chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. So when we have these five things of our life, I'm saying uh, doesn't matter whether there is a test or not. Krishna, you are the one who have to give marks. Yeah, you are the one who has to be merciful. I am only just doing what I can. Jai. पंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।